all please stand for the pledge to the flag? Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Well, welcome everyone. We welcome you to our town council meeting for the town of Edmonston. I am so happy and excited to have everyone here, as well as the council. I am sure we always like to have company, but we haven't had this much company in an awfully long time, so it is truly welcome. We'd like to start our meeting off with the approval of the agenda. And council, if you have do you have any edits or
No, I just said you
additions?
Silence.
Okay. We're approving the agenda first.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you. Any edits or additions? Thank you. Is there a motion to vote on the agenda?
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
All right.
I second.
All right. All in favor? Thank you. Now, we usually take a moment of silence just to reflect, pray, however you do it. And tonight I just want to bring forth the fact that we are making a change. We are going forward, and we will bring forth a new chief in the town of Edmonston. And also just remember the active shooters recently in our schools. Remember our students, and whatever is on your heart and your mind. So we'll just take a few moments to reflect. Thank you. All right. We want to start out with public comments. We have a fantastic agenda tonight, so we want to start out with our public comments. If you signed up, someone, can you pass me the...
Anyone who wants to speak besides me? Excuse me, sir.
Oh.
Robert Kearns, former mayor. Just want to say congratulations to incoming Chief Demetrius Harris, and looking forward a long time to having a chief. It could be Billy, and we needed somebody. You will actually love it here. And whoever did the planters around town with ribbon and wrapping paper, that was a very good idea. And one question to the Ward 1 Council is when the mayor had a meeting here with the residents for going over to introduce the council to the people. I got a lot of feedback that Ward 1 Council didn't show up, and I was kind of wondering why, and so were they. And we would just like to know why, what happened, because there wasn't a lot of people here who need representation. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I will be getting to you soon.
Thank you for your question. All right, as we move on, we have a public hearing. It's the consideration of Resolution 2019 R-04 designating the 5100 to 5200, the 5200 blocks of Crittenden Street as permit parking. Is there anyone here that wants to speak in reference to the permit parking for Crittenden?
Your Honor, just to give you a little background, this came forward through petition from the residents. Mr. Butler, one of the that helped circulate, that is here tonight. All of the residents were given notice of the public hearing tonight with actual notice delivered to their door. And so the next formal action for you all to take is to actually approve it and authorize the signs being placed on the street. And then residents would come up and get their permit. Two things I wanted to point out: they can get 2 visitor parking permits, and then their permit for their car. They must show us their registration and their driver's license that they are a resident of that location, that they're coming in for the permit.
So
Some people got stickers on the car.
Some did.
This is on both sides, right?
Correct.
And so in January, we'll vote.
No, I
Is
think
that
you can
correct?
vote
So we
tonight.
can vote tonight?
Yeah,
Because
this is
there's no one
finalizing it.
that,
You've introduced the resolution, you've given the notice, this is your public hearing. So your next action is to actually approve the permit parking.
And there's no one that has any comments. Okay, fantastic. You want to say something, Ms. Ferguson? All right, fantastic. Council, right now consider a motion for the approval of the resolution for 2019-R-04, designating those blocks of Crittenden Street to be permit parking. Is there a motion to approve what I
I'll make
just
a
mentioned?
motion.
Thank you. Ms. White, is there a second? Thank you, Mr. Johnson. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes. You now have permit parking. You will not look at me. All right. New business. Let's approve the following minutes. Work session November the 13th and also our regular council meeting November the 13th, 2019. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. White. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. The minutes have been accepted. The next item is the recognition of the Edmonston Police Department. So if Captain, if yourself and Sergeant Young and Officer Torres would please come to the front. We'd like to recognize you tonight. If the council would, if you could, just come around to the front with me, please. Council. We've been without a chief for about 2 years, maybe a little bit more. And these three individuals, we had a fourth, but these three individuals have run our police department, which is usually the manpower of 6. And they have done an excellent job keeping us on task and just keeping our town safe. And we want to recognize them tonight for their exemplary service. And first, I'd like to recognize Private First Class Torres. Officer Torres has been with us for about, going on 2 years, right? Going on 2 years. So she came in when it was rough, when it was low staff. And so she put in many hours and she showed her dedication to being a police officer and also to the town of Edmonston. I greatly appreciate her professionalism. I know she was probably tired a lot of times, and we don't want our police officers to be stressed or tired, but she had to do what she had to do. And I'm thankful for her just being new to the town and doing the job. I didn't hear, well, you didn't tell me, but I don't know who you complained to. But I didn't hear many complaints or any issues like that. So thank you so much, Officer Torres, for your work and our Sergeant Young, who has been with the town forever. He knows the town backwards and forwards. He also assists our Port Towns community and other towns that we have the MOU with. He puts in many, many hours. He knows code. He is an excellent police officer, and I'm thankful to have him here. And he really helped to guide Officer Torres as well as our police department. So thank you so much for your service, your work.
Thank you.
And we have Captain Sullivan. Captain Sullivan took on the role as our interim chief or our acting chief. He stood there, filled in for whatever he had to do for the town, and he managed our 2 police officers. with the best of his ability, and we are thankful that he was here. He's been with the town for many, many, many years, and he has great experience as a police officer, and we're just thankful that he took on the task. So thank you so much, Captain. You need to take?
No,
So we can
this
get
way and-
together? Okay. Do you need to lean or something? You don't want to get near me? So we stand.
All right.
Turn this way.
All right, everybody look this way.
Official picture.
Good job. All right, Captain, you're hiding.
Look, you have to come up front and really get it.
You were hiding.
All right, so now, what everyone has been waiting for, like I said, we haven't had this much company in a long time. So what everyone's waiting for, may I have Chief Harris come up front? All right.
Keep going. There's Sarah's thing.
And you know, I shouldn't have, well, I could call you up. But just for the town of Edmonston, I just want to read his bio. Just so, that was an old person's movement. His bio, just so you know that we have the best of the best here. Yes. Chief Demetrius Harris is a husband, father, philanthropist, minority business owner, and a lifelong resident of Prince George's County, Maryland. Chief Harris has been drawn to public service since childhood. He started his law enforcement career with the Prince George's County Office of the Sheriff until his appointment in December 2019 as Chief of Edmonston, Maryland. As the first Black American chief in the town's history and one of the youngest public safety executives in the state of Maryland, his appointment is historic and his reflection of the town's forward thinking and progressive momentum. Chief Harris is a graduate of Bowie High School and received his postgraduate education at Anne Arundel Community College, the George Washington University Program for Public Safety Leadership, and the FBI's Law Enforcement Executive Development Association. He currently serves as a member of several professional organizations, to include the Prince George's County chapter of NAACP, the International Association of Chiefs of Police, Sons of American Legion, and the City of Praise Family Ministries. Chief Harris is the co-founder of Stepping Stones for Change, a community-based organization that is dedicated to improving the community through engagement, empowerment, and education. Chief Harris believes in creating a department that combines data with predictive policing models and smart technology to effectively manage the town's public safety operations. He is a believer in community-first policing that brings all community stakeholders to the table for the betterment of the community. Under his leadership, the Edmonston Police Department is becoming a department that engages, empowers, and educates the citizens as we move towards a safer Edmonston. That is his bio. That's who we have here in the town of Edmonston. We have another council member. We have Council Member Sophia Lane. Wave your hand or something. I know who you are.
Good evening.
Salita Bennett White. John Johnson, and then we also have a council member who couldn't be here tonight because she has the flu, Sarah Tuberville. And Sarah wanted to send her greetings to the Chief, Chief Harris. I am very sorry I could not be at here tonight, but make no mistake, I am thrilled that our town would be a beneficiary of your commitment to our residents' welfare and safety. I look forward to our growing together, the town and our police force, to enhance the public's faith in our government. These are difficult times in which we live, but under your leadership, I am hopeful that we can begin to change the tide and ensure our residents, no matter where they are from or how they got here, that Edmonston welcomes all. Congratulations, and I look forward to working together. And that was from our council member, Sarah Turbeville. I'd like to ask for our chief's wife to come up front. Miss Althea. It was a pleasure to meet her tonight, and she came up with her Bible, so she knows what to do. She knows the swearing-in ceremony. So go ahead and hold the Bible out while he repeats after me. I, and state your name. I'm sorry. I, and state your name.
I, Demetrius Tyrell Harris,
Do swear that I will support
do swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
to
the state of Maryland
the state of Maryland
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and
and that I will, to my best of my abilities,
and I will to the best of my abilities,
skills and judgment, diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudices, execute the office of Chief of Police for the town of Edmonston, Prince George's County, Maryland, according to the Constitution and laws of the state, the Code of Prince George's County, and the Code of the town of Edmonston, Maryland. Thank you very much. I was going to hug you. I'm not going to kiss you.
This is Eric. Don't go.
Yes. I'm going to get the council in 2 seconds if they'll come up. Council. Oh, turn this way. Oh, Chief. Oh, you can't. You're holding us. Don't move. Got it. All right. All council. All right, thank you.
So you started doing, you should on the camera.
Sorry, I know. I know, paparazzi.
Congratulations, Chief. Which one go by your name or Chief?
Whatever.
I think Chief sound more.
You know we like
Sound more.
2 seconds. I just wanted to say that I am truly thankful. I needed a time with the chief and his wife, Althea, just us, to express my appreciation for him, even interviewing with the town of Edmonston. And then I'm thankful that we hired him. I'm excited about where we could go with his experience, his knowledge, his intellect, everything. Edmonston is a fantastic place to live and work and to serve, I would say. So I believe that the chief is going to be happy here, but I believe that he is also going to take us. I was talking to our town administrator today, and we said we better get on board because there's something that's going to happen here. And I'm excited about our police department with the captain, our Sergeant Young, and Officer Torres, what they'll be able to do with this type of leadership. I'm just thankful for Prince George's County and the fact that we can hire our own police chiefs. I'm thankful for that. When you're in a municipality, I don't know who's not in a municipality, but you probably need to move and move to a municipality, because when you're in a municipality, you have the ability to make change. You don't have to worry about waiting for the county and all of that, but you have the ability to make change. And I know that he is excited to do some things. He's left a great job at the Sheriff's Department, I know, but we want to make you happy here, and we're excited that you're here and what you're going to do. So, you can stay right here because you can Access Channel can see you.
So, first of all, let me say, first and foremost, let me say, to God be all the glory. Amen. I am no fool. It is because of him that I am the man that I am. It is because of him that these opportunities were bestowed upon me. He has sent conduits to be able to place me into position, but at the end of the day, it is his will that will be done, and I thank him for that. And then secondly, when you see a strong man standing before you, a strong individual standing before you, and you see so much greatness in that person, you must first look next to him or her and look at that spouse. I have not been able to do the things that I have done. I have not been able to be the man that I am if I didn't make the right choice and marry that woman right there. She is a special person. For those of you who do not know her, she is a special person. She is everything that I could have asked God for. And I'm so humbled to be before you guys today as now the Chief of Police for the town of Edmonston. You know, I'll be honest with you, not one time in my prayers did I ever ask God for a title. Not one time. What I did ask him was that I would be effective. And then in the process of being effective, this is what part of the vision was. But this is not the end of something, this is just the beginning, and there's a lot of work to be done. I'll tell you one thing. I was really sad when I left the sheriff's office. I started turning my stuff in, and I thought about it for a second. I said, do I really want to leave the comforts of the office of the sheriff? And when I got here, and I was really thinking about it until I got here, and when I saw all the people in the room, it reminded me that I'm never by myself. So to each and every one of you who supported me over the years, to friends and family, this is just the beginning, and I humbly thank you for your support. And we're gonna need your help. So, you know, I need your prayers, but you know, if you need anything, please don't feel free to call me. I thank each and every one of you. I am just simply standing here living out the prayers of somebody else that was praying for me a long time ago. My great-great-grandmother, Elizabeth Prince, a woman who I never had the opportunity to meet. My uncles would tell me stories, and my aunts would tell me stories that she would stand in the kitchen and just say, God, help my family. God, bless my family. And pray for generations like me to come and do the things that I'm doing now. So I stand proudly on the prayers of her, and I stand proudly on the prayers of my ancestors, letting you know that I won't disappoint you, that we will get the job done, not just for Edmonston, but for Prince George's County and for this country. Thank you.
And shortly I'm going to, yes,
Just gotta find a way out.
So I want to take a second to acknowledge some of the great people in the room. My grandmother's in the room, Miss Loretta Owens. My in-laws are in the room. The Burgesses, go wave your hands, family. My aunt and Uncle Jimmy, Aunt Nene are in the building. They have supported me all my years. And two, my Uncle Larry's in the building. And to my extended family, the Martins are in the house. Yo, wave y'all hands. Wave y'all hands. Certainly love y'all to death. And to my colleagues, now colleagues, Devin and Reese, come here.
So, here.
What you don't know is that we have all been friends for almost right out of high school.
Yeah.
And some of them have been friends right during high school. But you're standing here looking at some of the youngest chiefs in the country. Yeah. And we all have talent. So I thank them for coming out and their continued support. My sergeant, who always wrote me up at the sheriff's office, is Muhammad Barry right there in the corner. Muhammad Barry in the corner.
We want to get a picture. Well, we'll get one out. Okay. Very good. Okay. Sorry about that. Excuse me.
I hear my Aunt Tanya talking. So first of all, I'm truly blessed to have an abundance of aunts. Aunt Gwen, Aunt Barbara, Aunt Lynn, y'all wave your hands up. Where's my dad? Oh. My father's in the room, Mr. Sherman right there. And to some of the elected officials in the room, thank you all for being here. We certainly appreciate you all support. Don't make this a one-time thing. We have the chief of Chevrolet in the building. Go ahead and wave your hands over here. Where's the mall? I see Hyattsville in the building. And guys, most importantly, my mother is in the building. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll turn it back over to council. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Chief.
Your chair.
Thank you.
Sign another one. Sign this copy for you.
Before we adjourn, I'd like to thank the council for the unanimous vote for the chief. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. It was great. That means a lot. No dissension there. When they met the chief, it was automatic. So I'm thankful for that. Sealed the deal. So with that, and thanking everyone for coming out, I'd like to say that after we after we adjourn, and this is Mr. Rodney Barnes. He's our town administrator, and he keeps everything all together. We have stations with dessert and cheese and sandwiches, so help yourselves. We have plenty for you. And again, thank you so much for coming out. Is there any comments from the council? Good. And this is also our town attorney, Suella Ferguson. Many might know her because she may work for you guys as well. She has maybe 9 municipalities. So at this time, I'll accept the motion to adjourn our meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn this meeting for this meeting.
Is there a second?
I second.
Who?
Me.
All right. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Meeting is adjourned. Thank